right, guys, I'm back, and now we're gonna make my grandmother's famous collard greens. We're gonna start off with collard greens. This was about 5 bunches that we cut and cleaned. I washed them about 3 times and rinsed them 3 times. I added a little jalapeno pepper for a little kick and spice, some fresh onions, a little bit of vegetable oil, some minced garlic, apple cider vinegar and white vinegar mixed, a little pickling juice, seasoning salt, pepper. And then you can season as to taste, but I like to start off with the base. We're gonna start off with the stock the same way we would do if we were using like turkey necks or hog maw or salt pork, or I think that's what my grandmother used to use. Very fatty, lots of oil. So we're gonna do it in a healthier, more modern way. First, you're gonna start off with a large enough stock pot that's gonna be able to let you build your layers of flavor. Add the stock and then the greens themselves, and then be able to cook comfortably, have enough room without spilling out in a pot about this size, because we have about 5 bunches of collard greens that we cut out and cleaned. The first thing we're gonna do is we are gonna give ourselves some heat. We're gonna add some vegetable oil, and then we're gonna let our pot get a little hot so we can saute our onions. And next, I'm gonna do a layer of flavor with some sliced onions. Now I'm gonna just let these saute, get a little translucent. Next, I'm gonna add my garlic. I like a lot of garlic, so this is probably a 1/2 cup of garlic. We're gonna add our jalapeno peppers. Now we have layered our pots with lots of flavor, the onions, the garlic, the jalapeno peppers. They're all sauteing. They look about translucent for me, and remember, this still has to cook for like 45 minutes to an hour to get the desired texture. So now we're gonna start adding all of our liquids. So apple cider vinegar and white vinegar. I'm gonna do about a 1/2 cup. I mix them together. And that should be about a 1/2 cup right there. Next, a pickling agent. I always tend to get stuff out of my refrigerator, like from the pickles or banana peppers or jalapeno peppers, anything that's been pickled. So that way it kind of helps flavor my stock. Now I'm gonna do a 1/2 cup of that as well. Next, we're gonna add our water, and I'm gonna add like about 3 pitchers, which is like 32 ounces each, just so I can have the pot filled up halfway, because we have about 5 pounds of collard greens, and we want enough room between the collard greens, the stock, for them to comfortably cook. Then we're gonna add more seasoning to our stock for the collards. This is about a cup of seasoning salt. Remember, we didn't use meat, so usually the smoked turkey neck or the salt pork would have seasoned this water for us, and we wouldn't have needed so much sodium. But because we're not using meat, we're gonna substitute it with more sodium, okay? And then, of course, pepper. And I like a lot of pepper, so I'm just gonna put it in there. The next thing we're gonna do is stir, cover, bring it up to a boil, and then drop our collards and take it down to the simmer. So now we got that boil going on. We're gonna add the collard greens. And we have enough room in our pot. We're gonna take it back down to a simmer after it starts boiling and let it cook. And we'll keep checking in on it. This is gonna take about 45 minutes to an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes, depending on how fast it cooks. But, yum, yum.